Hey guys, this is All Streamed At with another episode of MLB The Show 19 Road to the Show with our starting pitcher. And today we are going to be playing all the way through June 2nd of 2024. So let's go ahead and get into today's games. And we are going to be doing a bullpen session for control of our circle change. That will get us some control on the circle change and help our base on balls per 9 innings. And there are the results. And we are going to speak with the Houston Astros second baseman Jose Altuve. And he sends some banter out of the game, talk is cheap, and we don't need to worry about that. And we get to pitch against Houston in the bottom of the 9th. We have a 1-run lead. And there is ball 1. Curveball just missed.
Hey, we got nobody.
And he fouls that one off, so the count is 1-1. A little bit low. Count is 2-1. And that is a fly ball, and looks like the center fielder is underneath it, and that is out number 1. And here is Javier Baez. And that was a little bit high.
Got one down now. One down.
There's strike 1. The count is 1-1.
Hey, plays that one now.
And that is a foul ball. The count is 1-2. And it's a ground ball through the infield. That is a hit. So there's a runner on first with 1 out. And Andrew Toles is the hitter. And that's another hit. Looks like Yep, he got a double. Runners on second and third now with 1 out. And that is going to be the game, as the guy from second scores as well. So we blew a save and picked up a loss. And here's our second game against Houston. No run, no extra base hits. Bottom of the 10th, we have a 1-run lead. And that is ball 1. That's ball 2. Our control is terrible right now. I don't know why. There we go. And the center fielder has that for out number 1. Got 2 outs to go. Here is Jose Altuve. And that's ball 1, a little bit outside. There's a curveball, a little inside. There's ball 3. I don't know why I can't hit anything. I feel like I'm getting it, but I'm not. There we go. Count is 3-1. Three and 2. And that's going to be an extra base hit. He's going to get, looks like maybe that's only going to be a double. So there's one out and a runner on second. And here is Andrew Tolles.
Now batting, the right fielder, Andrew Tolles.
And there's out number 2. And Alex Bregman.
Third baseman number 2.
There's strike 1. Strike 2 on a foul. And we just blew the save. And here's Javier Baez with the boss challenge.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier.
Recorded out with a pitch inside the zone. We got him. We had that extra count. And here's Kyle Tucker.
Leading for the Astros, the left fielder, number 3.
There's strike 1. Strike 2.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
And foul ball, still strike 2.
Nobody out here, nobody.
And we struck him out. And here is Toby Jones.
Next for the Astros, the center fielder, Toby Jones. Nope.
And that's ball 1. And that's a single.
Now batting, the first baseman, Theo.
That is ball 1.
We got one out here.
There's strike 1. The count is 1-1. 1-2 on a foul.
Hey, here we go.
Still 1-2. And there's out number 2 on a line drive to right field. And here is Tony Kemp.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
And we strike him out.
leading up for the Astros,
12 pitches or less without allowing a run. So 38 is the most we can pitch. There we go. We've got 10 more pitches.
now batting, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
There's strike 1 to Altuve. Strike 2 on a foul. There's ball 1. And we strike out Altuve. That is our 4th strikeout of the game.
Now batting, right fielder, Andrew.
There's strike 1. There's nobody on base, so we don't get that 2-strike count right away. There's strike 2. Okay, so we need to finish this in 3 pitches. Okay, we've got 2 more pitches to go. We got him! And challenge completed.
Your attention, please.
And we've been replaced by Brandon Maurer. And we've lost. You got knocked around a bit? Okay, let that be your motivation for next time out. Hits per 9 as a double performance gain. And we are going to interact with Bryce Harper, the right fielder for Philadelphia. And he sends us a text acknowledging our recent series loss. Way to kick us when we're down. We'll use that as motivation during this series. And he says we're not getting back on track this series, unfortunately. And here we are against the Philadelphia Phillies. We are up by 2 in the top of the 9th. And there is strike 1 to Salas.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
And there's ball 1. The count is 1-1. 1-2 on a foul. And that's a fly ball, and the center fielder will grab that for out number 1. And here is Freddie Freeman. There's strike 1. And that is a home run. So they got 1 run back, and there's still 1 run behind us. That is his 4th home run on the year. Out to right center field. And there is strike 1 to Real Muto. And strike 2 on a swing and a miss. And that is a fly ball. And the shortstop will grab that for out number 2. And here is Michael Franco. And that is strike 1. Strike 2. And that is ball 1. And there's strike 3. We got our save. And we are going to interact with the center fielder for the Texas Rangers, Tyler Naquin. He sends us some banter out of the game. We tell him we're hot off a series win. We're looking to get another one these next few days. And he feels confident that that will not happen. And here we are pitching against the Los Angeles Angels. Let's do no walks or runs. And it is tied in the bottom of the ninth.
Hey, no outs here.
And there is strike one to Simmons. Strike two on a foul ball. And that's a pop-up for the catcher, and he's going to grab that for out number one. And here is David Fletcher. And there is strike one to Fletcher. Strike two. Still hasn't swung. And that's a fly ball out to shallow center, and the center fielder grabs it for out number two. And here is Tim Anderson.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter, Tim Anderson.
And that is strike one. And a line drive to the first baseman. And it's the bottom of the 10th, still tied. And that's ball one to Morris.
We got no outs here.
Strike one, the count is 1-1.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
The count is 1-2 after that foul. And there's a single out to left center field. And here is Steven Ruiz.
Next for the Angels, the right fielder, Ruiz.
Wow. And it wouldn't let me move. I could have had that if it would have let me move. So here's Babe Pena. Let's end the inning without allowing a run. And that bunt is popped up for the third baseman for out number one. A double play can end it here. Here's Mike Trout.
The center fielder, number 27.
And there is strike one to Trout. And there's a foul ball, strike two. And another foul. And we strike him out swinging. And here is Tim Kugler. We have a 2-2 count on him to begin with.
Third baseman, Tim Kugler.
And we strike him out. And here's Fernando Lopez.
Leading off for the Angels,
Let's go no runs and strike out. We are up by 2.
Lopez.
So we can pick up the win here. There's a foul for strike 2. That was close, but it is a ball.
Yeah, nobody out.
And there is strike 3. So we got our 1 strikeout. All we have to do is get 2 more outs without allowing a run. And here is Andrelton Simmons.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Andrelton. Ball 1.
And that's ball 1.
You got one, man. You got one.
There's ball 2. We were doing so good. There we go. And that is going to be a single. And here is David Fletcher.
The batter, number 6, second baseman,
There is strike 1.
Fletcher.
Ball 1. The count is 1-1.
Hey, roll up, huh?
And that's a single that gets Simmons over to third.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Tim.
And there's strike 1 to Tim Anderson. Strike 2.
Count 0-2.
And we strike him out. And here is Ryan Morris. We do not have...
The catcher, number 80.
Okay, so yeah, it's just a regular at bat. There's no 2-2 count to begin with. There's strike 1. Ball 1.
Hey, two.
Strike 2 on a foul. Still strike 2. And that there ends our challenge.
Your attention, please.
And we have been replaced by Orlando Greer. And we've won. And we get another game against the Angels. We are up by 3 in the bottom of the 16th.
Designated hitter, Tim Anderson.
And there is strike 1 on a foul. And that's a single. And here is Ryan Morris. 4 pitches or less to retire the side in order. There is strike 1.
No outs here.
Strike 2. Still strike 2. And we got a double play.
The first baseman, number 25.
And there's strike 1. And that's a home run. And that's Lopez's 4th, 392 feet, 99.5 miles an hour on exit. Okay. We still have 2 outs. And we are up by 2. Count is 1-1. 1-2.
Get him yourself right here. Let's go.
2-2. Wow, come on. It's getting really, really hard to get out of games now. So, here's Babe Pena.
Now batting. No left fielder. Babe Pena.
And that is ball 1. Ball 2. Strike 1. So the count is 2-1, and they want another curve. And we hit that one, so it's 2-2. And we got him. Game is over. We pick up a save. And we're going to interact with the shortstop for the Cardinals, Corey Seager, and let him know we're not intimidated by his batting average. He sends us a text trash-talking us and our teammates ahead of the next game. Cool. He says he plans on getting a few tomorrow. Our pitching staff hasn't registered as many Ks as most teams in our league. Let's take that as a challenge. Double performance gains, strikeouts per 9. And here we are pitching against the St. Louis Cardinals.
The right fielder. Defense. Piscotty.
We get strike 1 on Piscotty.
Hey, we got no outs.
Strike 2 on a foul. And still strike 2.
Hey, plays it first. Plays it first.
And another foul. And that's a single. Ground ball through the infield.
Your attention, please.
And Brett Phillips pinch runs. And here is Corey Seager. No runs or walks. Strike 1 to Seager. Strike 2 to Seager. Still hasn't swung.
Hey, no one down here.
And still strike 2. And strike 3. And here is Paul DeYoung.
Now batting. Second baseman. Paul DeYoung.
There's strike 1. And that is going to be a single that will get the runner over to third. We are only up by 1. Here is Marcel Ozuna.
The left fielder, number 23. Marcel.
That's strike 1.
Ozuna.
One down.
Strike 2. And we strike him out. And here is Will Johnson.
Up next to the Cardinals. The first baseman.
There's strike 1.
Johnson.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
There we go. We got him. We got our save. And here we are against the New York Yankees. We start with Chad Pinder. We have one out in the top of the ninth. Runners on first and second, and they bring us in. There is strike one to Pinder. Strike two to Pinder on a swing and a miss. And strike three on a swing and a miss to Pinder. There's two outs now. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. And we get strike one on him on a foul. That's ball one, fastball low. Fastball outside for ball two. The count is 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 count. And he's going to foul off a curve. And swing and a miss to end the game. And here's our agent, just calling to check in. Do it. Okay, haven't forgotten about our discontent with being used as a late reliever. He just hasn't heard any movement on it yet. I like playing in Kansas City, but I don't love this role. Okay, so we may not be able to do a lot about it at the moment. General manager puts a lot of thought into these things. So do I. Always looking for openings on our behalf, but until we become one of their big stars or get traded, we may have to be patient. He will work on them and get back to us. Gonna be a star, and then I'll make him pay. Okay, so he'll get us everything we want eventually. And we're going to interact with the shortstop for the Chicago White Sox, Trey Turner, and call out his lack of success at the plate. He sent us some banter out of the game. Whatever, let your game speak for itself. Says we don't need to worry about that. And here we are against the Chicago White Sox. We start with Kevin Lopez. Let's end the inning without allowing a run. And there is strike one to Lopez. And the first baseman will grab that for out number one. And here is Wilson Ramos. And we get a called strike one against him. And he will foul off a curve for strike two. And a swinging strike three for out number two. And here is Fuzzy Miklich. And that is a foul ball for strike one. Another foul, strike two. And that was a little bit high. And still strike two on a foul. And a called strike three to end the game. And here we are against Texas. We have a one-run lead. And there's ball 1 to Valito. Strike 1 on a foul. The count is 1-1. One and 2 on a swing and a miss. And another foul. And a called strike 3 for out number 1. And here's Marcus Semien. He's got a home run and a single today. There is strike 1. Strike 2 on a foul.
One out. Got one.
And strike 3 on a swing and a miss. And here is Wisdom. And strike 1 on a foul. Strike 2, swing and a miss. And we strike out the side for a save. And we have another game against the Texas Rangers. We start with Jose Trevino. We have a 2-run lead in the bottom of the 9th. And there is strike 1. Strike 2 on a foul. Strike 3 to Trevino. And here is Kevin Mendoza. And there is strike 1 to Mendoza. He's 0 for 3 today. He holds up, and that is ball 1. Strike 2. And that is a fly ball out to left field for out number 2. And here is Kevin Kazmarski.
Here we go, guys. Let's do it.
Called strike 1. And that gets right underneath the second baseman's glove. That is a hit. And here is Tyler Naquin. Record an out with the pitch inside the zone. That was inside the zone, and it's an out. And we picked up our save. We lost the final 2 against Texas. And there's a few more losses up there than wins, it looks like. We are at 26-33 for the year. We have 16 saves, an ERA of 4.05, 26 2/3 innings pitched, 36 strikeouts, and a whip of 1.35. And at the end of May, we are in 5th place for the closing pitcher voting for the All-Star game. at 163,000 votes. And we are also 5th in saves at the moment, tied with Daniel Ishii. And there are 3 with one more save than me. That's Edgar Santana, Ryan Stanek, and John Brebbia. And we are 8 behind Quentin Ayers, who is the leader at 23. And our 26-33 record puts us 11 games behind the Cleveland Indians in 4th place in the American League Central. And the Tigers are 1 game behind us. And that is going to end today's episode. I want to thank everybody for watching. My name is All Stream That. Hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications.